guys, this is Neha from Enchanting Tarot and I welcome you to this channel where we talk about tarot, we talk about oracle cards, we talk about divination and laws of universe, laws of attraction. We also talk about spirituality and magic. Alright, so if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing it because here is where the magic happens. Here I try to make your life simple. Here I try to give you simple tricks and tips which will help you to make your life better. With that, let's begin with this video. So I want to give you a little brief about today's video as to what is the internal chatter that happens inside you plays a huge role. What is outside you? Okay, so today I want to break the myth that if you feel that you have been cheated on, if you feel you have always people take advantage of you, if you feel people are always there to harm you or to make your life worse, then please watch this video till the end because I want to shed some light on this feeling. Okay, so I want to give you a little a prelude to this video where I'm coming from. So I happened to just go on a walk with one of my very close friends, and she happens to run a boutique. Okay, so there she met somebody else who was supposed to be the client, and the client asked, how's the business running? And she's like, no, the business is not running, things are not going well, and it's not the good time, the season is not there, the situation around, my business is not working good. And the third person moved on, all right? And because she is one of my very close friends, I asked her, why did you lie? Because I know personally how well her business has been running. I know personally how clients have been coming, and she is one of the very creative fashion designers that I have met in my life. Okay, so she is running a very successful boutique. Okay, you cannot walk into her boutique without an appointment. So I just happened to ask her, why did you say that? If you don't project the right thing outside into your own mind towards other people, how do you expect your business to run properly? Okay, so that's where she said, no, people might take advantage of me. So my question to her was, why do you even think like that? That people have no other job in the world but just to take advantage of you? And what kind of millionaire are you that people would really come to take an advantage from you? And she had no answer. She was dumbstruck. Okay, so I want to tell you all that a lot of times, okay, if somebody asks you, how's your job going? And the people would cry about their jobs, people would bitch about their managers, their colleagues, okay, and this saga never ends. What is happening is you don't realize universe is listening. Okay, you don't realize that you're putting these affirmations out from your mouth and universe is going to fulfill them. So the way you spoke about your colleagues, the way you spoke about your job, the way you spoke about your manager is going to come true today or tomorrow or 3 days later or 1 month later, but it is going to happen because that vibration is already released into universe. Okay, so my first thing through this video and through this incident I want to share is that at least in your mind gets sorted that you have a good job. At least in your mind gets sorted that you have a good business, that your clients are doing well and they are paying you too. Okay, it's a give and take transaction. That's how the economy runs. In your mind gets sorted that your relationships are good. Okay, there can also be happy gossips if you really want to talk about relationships. But the thing is, the first thing that you hear from somebody's mouth is the negative about the thing that they would really like from inside. Another funny instance was that we were going shopping. I was going shopping with my other friend, and she was not dressed properly. So I just happened to ask her, why aren't you dressed properly? I mean, we are going out for shopping into the market. So she said that shopkeepers might charge more if she's dressed properly. And I was like, what kind of logic is there? All right. So if you always have this feeling that people might extract more money out of you, then money isn't going to find an easy way to come to you as well, because you are making it difficult for your own self. Okay, so why in the first place you should not dress properly? Because you dress properly for your own self and not for other people. When you dress properly, when you are groomed well, you feel good. When you feel good, you have a confidence. When you have a confidence, somebody is also going to admire you. If you put out that intention, then universe is surely going to fulfill all of those things. Okay, so I really don't understand this funny logics people have, and they try to explain it to other people also that you're going to somebody else, don't dress up properly because they might charge more. Do you really think that if you dress well or if you do not dress well, somebody, even if they do, how much would be the margin? If somebody was going to take $1 out of you, they would probably take $3 out of you. Fine. But if you don't hesitate in giving, universe is not going to hesitate in giving back to you. And that's the reason probably I have stopped bargaining. I realized that it's no point of bargaining. Because once you bargain, you affirm it to the universe that, you know what, it's not going to be easy to come, the money is not going to come back to me. You're affirming that. I have seen people who have, 2 sets of clothes. One, not so good because they're going to certain places so that people don't think that they're earning so well or they're doing so well. And the second is for the different purposes. But why in the first place you have this distinction? If you always think that there are people who are always going to backstab you, they're always going to take advantage of you, if you always have these kind of thoughts, okay, then universe is going to make sure that your thoughts become things. Tomorrow you should, face these kind of situations because in the first place you have certain thoughts, you carry those vibrations. Okay, so my dear friends, please start living for yourself. And by that I mean that if I had this belief from day one in my life that if I am good and I am not harming others, nobody's going to harm me. And from that moment there has been numerous examples where the universe has given me more than I always expected. It has always come the other way around. It is not about how you dress. Probably I would be the most overdressed person into certain situations, but I prefer that way because I'm not going to dress down so that somebody does not get a proper image. I do not hold on to that logic. Okay, so I hope you understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you try to change this, because if you feel and you genuinely believe that world is a good place to live in, then you will encounter situations, you will encounter people where it will always be a good place and filled with good people. I would also want to give you here a very sweet example. Okay, so few days back I was with my mother quite late in the night. It was quite late, it was almost around midnight, and we were on a night walk, which is not safe considering the current scenarios because it becomes quite lonely. Okay, and we were feeding some stray dogs because it's this pandemic situation. I'm not sure the stray dogs would be getting fed properly, and so we decided, but it was quite late. Okay, so we took that risk and we went in the midnight, almost midnight, okay, into the road, and we could see that there is a motorcycle. There was a guy on a motorcycle who was coming right behind my mother. Okay, and I was a little cautious, but at the same time, there was another delivery boy from Domino's. I very well remember his face. Okay, that guy just slowed down when he came very close to us and was almost stand still till the other motorbike person who was right behind us did not pass. Okay, and the guy, without saying a word, just passed on. Okay, so this kind of small gestures, okay, you never know how universe protects you. So these kind of small gestures would always be encountered if you genuinely believe world is a good place to live in and is filled with good people who are there to help you in numerous ways. Okay, so please change the way you think, change the way you wear your dresses, change the way you also believe into things. And while we are discussing this topic, what kind of clothes you wear would also determine your prosperity. If you always want to get prosperity in your life, but you're always into your pajamas which are 10 years old, then trust me, prosperity will always be a word in your dictionary. Because what you wear, what you think about your clothes will also decide how the money is going to flow into your life. Okay, so with this note, I want to end this video, and I want to share that universe always has your back. So do not worry, live freely, give freely, because universe is not going to hold back to give it back to you. Take care, bye-bye.